So guys, again, Billie Eilish's cover from of Michael Jackson's Bad for Like a Virgin. Triple J, Like a Virgin. Go follow them or whatever.
Your butt is mine, I'm gonna tell you right. Just show your face in broad daylight. I'm telling you on how I feel. Gonna hurt your mind, won't shoot to kill. I'm giving you on a count of 3 to show your stuff or let it be. 'Cause I'm telling you, just watch your mouth. I know your game, what you're about. But they say sky's the limit, and to me that's really true. But my friend, you've seen nothing, so just wait till I get through. Because I'm bad, come on. You know I'm bad, you know it. You know I'm bad, I'm really, really bad. And the whole world's got to answer right now just to tell you once again who's bad. The word is out, you're doing wrong. They're gonna lock you up before too long. Your lying eyes, they're gonna tell you right. So listen up, don't make a fight. Your talk is cheap, you're not a man. You're throwing stones to hide your hands. But they say sky's the limit, and to me that's really true. But my friend, you have seen nothing, so just wait till I get through. Because I'm bad, come on. You know I'm bad, you know it. You know I'm bad, I'm really, really bad. And the whole world's got to answer right now just to tell you once again who's bad.
All right, I needed to listen to the whole thing through because it's a one take. It's only fair, right? Yeah, man. Oh my gosh, and I love And I was picking up on what Inaluki, what you said, right? If you speed it up, all of the elements, like I know Michael Jackson's Bad pretty well. You can go listen to it, while I'm talking if you don't want to hear me, and just, compare the two. All of the musical elements, the key musical elements, everything is represented in this cover. It's just slowed down, and they're instrumental. It's represented differently in an different instrumental way. Phineas is playing his hummings. That's all in the original Michael Jackson Bad. His playing, all the chords are the same, but it's slowed down and just represented through a different organization of instruments. So I have a confession to make. I've never listened to like Billie Eilish's music intentionally, if that makes sense. Obviously, you don't need to listen to it intentionally. I've heard her. She's like one of the biggest singers in the world right now. But we've never listened to her on stream, never listened to her in the form of reactions. And as I've told you guys plenty of times, whenever a singer comes up here on the stream, I give them more attention than I would ever, just listening to music casually, right? And wow. All I want to say is, wow, what a treat, man. All that to say, like, this isn't studio. This isn't even like a concert recording that's been edited. This is a one take. This is a one take that gets put up a couple hours after it's actually done. And it's... Man, there's going to be a lot to talk about here. Let's do it. What's up, Capriani? Welcome. Good to see you. Glad you can make it. Let's hit it. Back to the beginning. We'll do a little stop-start. We'll jump around. Your butt is mine, gonna take you right, but just show your face in broad daylight. I'm telling you on how I feel, gonna hurt your mind, don't shoot to kill. Man, what an awesome interpretation. Those chains representing her vocal cords or something? Maybe, or they're just, cool chains. All right. Nice riff. Before she keeps going to the lyrics, one thing that really stood out this entire time, right? This is a very like mellow recording, and a lot of her stuff is very mellow. She can kind of do everything with her voice, right? She's kind of that. She's got that jack of all trades sound. Jack of all trades ability, right? The way she sings allows her to kind of sing everything. There's a huge range, a lot of different dynamics. The way she's singing here, and it's an indicator of that amazing talent, and something that singers, so a big mark of an amazing singer's ability is how soft they can sing with timbre, right? How soft can you sing with full chord occlusion? Which is what she's doing. Like, the amount of sound she can pull way back, the amount she can pull back on the volume. Capriani, thank you for the 20 gifted subs to the community. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Oh, man. It's okay. I appreciate it. Guys, if you got a subscription from Capriani, please give him a warm thank you. If you're not even online and you got a sub, DM him and thank him. It's all about the love, man. Spreading that love. Thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate it. I have an announcement I'm going to make. I'll probably after this reaction. Anyway, Billie Eilish is able to pull back that sound so well, which shows how comfortable she is with the, dynamic of the air into the vocal cords, into the sound she's creating. It's not a conscious thing, but it's a comfort thing with her voice that allows her to just pull back so much. It's a lovely sound. Then she can bring that sound so far forward and so closed. You can hear the difference between this and the amount of intensity her chords come together with later when she amps up the ability, amps up the dynamic, rather. Give it a check.
What is mine? I'm gonna tell you right. Just show your face in broad daylight.
Literally like the softest sound. Try to sing that soft and see if you can actually make sound. Like if you try to just keep it at that soft. Notice how there's no real breathiness in the sound. The chords are coming together. Those chords have to be incredibly thin. This is a very detailed and finessed movement she has to do internally, which just requires complete stillness, calmness. She always elicits this vibe of just completely chill and still and relaxed. That's part of the reason that stillness is one of the cornerstones of really refined singing in every genre, If you're talking about opera, if you're talking about rock, metal, stillness in the body, refinedness, and control. That's the essence of singing well.
I'm telling you on how I feel. Gonna hurt your mind, won't shoot to kill.
Guys, even if you guys know the original, that she did, that's still like, that's in the original. It's just she made it her own, right? Check it.
Gonna hurt your mind, won't shoot to kill.
That's in the original. That's crazy. Like, so much attention and connection with the original music. Now she's adding more dynamic, more timbre, more sound.
I'm giving you on a count of 3 to show your stuff or let it be. 'Cause I'm telling you, just watch your mouth. I know your game, what you're about. But they say skies.
I'm still blown away by how subtly she can go between like a little vocal fry and then a little bit of a breathy, almost falsetto sound, but it's more of just a head voice, completely head voice dominant sound. It's not falsetto, I promise. A lot of people call it falsetto though, but you can read that textbook on my wall and tell me otherwise. She goes back and forth between that pure head voice and the vocal fry, which is the epitome of non-head voice. The internal feeling of that, if you were to try to do it, is like completely opposite. It's like becoming breathy, but also staying on the voice. Becoming breathy and then doing a vocal fry and back and forth, but staying on the voice. It's so hard to do. That's where this stillness comes in. And that's what's so impressive about it.
It's the limit, and to me that's really true.
She never loses clarity either. Stays forward.
Nothing, so just wait till I get through, because I'm bad, come on. You know I'm bad, you know it.
One really cool thing that's happening here that you can see really nicely is that
You know I'm bad.
right here. Look how forward her tongue is in her mouth. This is where she's able to keep the compression in her voice that allows for the clarity and cleanliness of that straight tone with all that sigh in it as well. But also keep the ring in the front so she can show her teeth, let those resonators do their job while keeping the sound compressed and easy, right? Which comes from the breath. This is a sigh. You can see on her face how intense the activation of the sound is, but there's nothing in her tongue or jaw getting in the way of it because her tongue is forward to allow for that. If the tongue was back, the sound would get caught and tight, but you have to keep it relaxed, especially when you're singing in this way. And showing her teeth like that allows her to narrow the vowel to, instead of going bad, she goes bad, 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 bad. My noise reduction is canceling that out, but bad, bad. She's going bad, which allows her to maintain all of that timbre, keep all of that passion in the sound, all that intensity in the sound, while without actually tensing the sound, if that makes sense. It's so in line. Everything is so well lined up and organized, right? The sound has a place it's going to go for this volume at this pitch in this sound that she wants to make, right? Right.
I'm bad, I'm really, really bad. And the whole world's got to answer right now just to tell you once again who's bad.
Yeah, so that's pure head voice. It's not falsetto. Cap, this is a really good question. Is it safe to say that It's just you singing high if you can't feel that note on the back of your head. Yeah. So, wait, I'm trying to understand. It's safe to say that it's just you singing high if you can't feel the note in the back of your head. You don't need to always feel sympathetic resonance, right? Sympathetic resonance is a sign that you're resonating, but it's better to feel sympathetic resonance than to feel tension in your throat. So I, as a teacher, use the idea of sympathetic resonance to feel, the sound in your mask, the sound in the back of your head, whatever. Head voice is literally just a function of the sound of the vocals that it's a function of the vocals that is a thinner chord that is easier. When the vocal folds are thinner, it's easier to vibrate faster and therefore easier to sing higher with. That could create sympathetic resonance, and you could feel that sympathetic resonance in the back of your head. But when you're singing that low, it results in the way that she's singing in her middle voice. It's like it sounds breathy, but it's just really, really light. That's a mid-voice chest. That's a mid-voice, mid-range, low-range head voice, right? It has that breathy, sighing quality. And you won't feel that sympathetic resonance when you sing that way. Now, the difference between head voice and falsetto is that falsetto is a tight, thin vocal fold that cannot shift to another register without, as in it can't change the sound. You can't add chest voice into falsetto. You can't transition into a more chest dominant sound from falsetto. Falsetto is tight because it's a firm holding. Now, you could sing in an equivalent head voice position that is looser and requires you to release more in the actual voice and use a little more air to maintain that sound. And from that head voice position, you can transition it into chest voice. But from literally just a technical perspective, falsetto is taut and cannot shift without stopping the airflow, right? That's the whole thing.
Is out, you're doing wrong. They're gonna lock you up before too long. Your lying eyes, they're gonna tell you right. So listen up, don't make a fight. Your talk is cheap, you're not a man.
Chestier.
You're throwing stones to hide your hands.
Pulling back to a headier phonation.
They say sky's the limit, and to me,
notice earlier, and I said it as it was happening, she's going into chest, pulling back into head, but it's all in like a very small middle range position. So you can sing in chest. She's like giving a perfect example of what it's like to sing at a low dynamic in head voice and chest voice, switching back on very close, similar pitches, right? So that's mastery of the voice. That's by the standards of the Italian great voice teachers from 250 years ago, she is an excellent singer because in her middle voice, she can switch seamlessly on one breath from head voice, light head, airy phonation to chest voice and go right back all on one breath, right? This is the cornerstone of the stuff I teach. This is why classical technique, I believe, is the great foundation of all singing because it celebrates what Billie Eilish is doing in a cover of Michael Jackson's Bad just as much as it celebrates the great tenors singing Nessun Dorma, right? She is a perfect example of amazing vocal technique that leads to amazing artistry that keeps the sound interesting in your ear. It's all about fluidity. It's all about change. It's all about vocal timbre being a paintbrush and a paint to color the sound and tell a story in a more interesting way, right?
That's really true. But my friend, you have seen nothing. So just wait till I get through because I'm bad. I'm bad.
Vowel modification perfect.
You know I'm bad. I'm bad. You know it. You know I'm bad. I'm bad. I'm really, really bad. And the whole world's bed.
Awesome, dude. And guess what? She was showing her teeth the whole time because the teeth are resonators and the lips get in the way of that resonance. The lips could say off the teeth and let those teeth do the job. Anyway, Inaluki, this was freaking awesome. Yeah, dude, is that what? Is that a Shure SM58? Because that's an amazing vocal mic. For those that are looking to buy a microphone, it doesn't have to cost an arm and a leg. She's singing to a $90 mic. Absolutely. Completely agreed. Shure F57. Yeah, with the windshield. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I could have probably bought that instead of this, but I was kind of bougie. And this thing has saved me a lot of stress because of how it works. This is basically like the more expensive big brother to the SM57. About 4 times more expensive, but there you go. Anyway. But yeah, the SM58 is an awesome vocal mic, and you don't need to break the bank to be a good musician. Right. Inaluki, thank you. This is like such a treat. And we've never even heard her on stream. Brilliant. Going to YouTube for sure. Everyone loves Billie Eilish reactions, I think. I assume they would. But regardless, I hope that I could supply some unique commentary that brought you more value anyway. Awesome, guys. Let's keep it rolling. Thank you, Billie Eilish, and your brother for making some great music.